No. This is mine. Why is it so hot this time of the year?
I don't understand. In Taiwan, in October, it's still like so hot. I can't believe I'm sweating in October.
And it's like, I feel like I'm at the desert. Actually, even a desert would be better because in Taiwan, it's so humid.
Right. In a desert, it's really dry. So
yes.
all you need to do is wait until the evening, and the evening will be nice and cool.
Exactly.
So I'm from Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is basically a desert. So even during the summer, thank you.
Okay.
Even during the summer, it's really hot. It could be like 40 degrees during the day. But you just wait until the evening and it will go to like 20 degrees.
Wow.
So all you need to do is wait for the sun go down and then you feel great. But in Taiwan, it's like 35 degrees all day.
Yeah, even in the evening, right?
All day.
Well, it sounds like you'd rather be in a desert right now.
Yeah, I'd rather be in a desert than in Taiwan sweating.
Yeah, okay. So now we're going to be talking about people of the desert. So you're one of these people.
Bedouins.
Yes.
All right, give me some more food.
Stop. What are you doing? No, that stinks. Out of here.
Bedouins are a special group of people. They live in the Middle East and North Africa. However, they don't live in towns or cities. They actually live in the desert.
Okay, Bedouins, people of the desert? No, wait. Desert. I always get confused with these words when I'm writing them.
Oh yeah, they're very similar, right?
Dessert and desert. So what's first? What is dessert?
Dessert is something sweet that you usually eat, maybe
right?
like after a meal.
It doesn't have to be after a meal.
Yeah, you could have dessert for dinner if you want. You can have a cake, that's a dessert.
Right. And so that has two S's, D-E-S-S. E-R-T.
Yes.
But we're talking about the desert here. So what is a desert?
A desert is an area often covered with like sand or rocks, and there is very little rain or not at all, right? And not many plants or like...
Not a lot of life.
Yeah,
really,
not a lot of life.
Because you need water.
Yes, you do.
For there to be life. Yeah, there's actually a song. I mentioned that I'm from Los Angeles.
Yes.
And it's actually a desert there. And that's Southern California in America.
Yeah.
And there's a song called It Never Rains in Southern California. So really, when I was growing up, you feel like you could go for like 4 months or 5 months and there will be no rain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in Taiwan, it's like every other day, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. So do you like it like that? Do you ever miss the rain when you're there?
Yeah, actually, so when it rains a lot in Taiwan, my friends are like, oh, it's a rainy day.
Yeah.
But because I came from a desert, I always feel a rainy day means I'll be happy. Like in America, when it was a rainy day, we could stay inside and play games or do something different.
I mean, you can still do that even if it's sunny.
But rainy day was like a special day, really. We would
Okay.
celebrate it.
Okay,
so what's an
that's
example
cool.
sentence?
An example sentence would be, they were lost in the desert for 9 days. Oh, wow. That must have been very hard.
Yeah.
Maybe they had food that made it easier for them to survive.
There's not,
food and water.
Maybe they ate the other people they were away.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah,
All right, continuing. Bedouins are a special group of people, okay? They live in the Middle East and North Africa. Okay, so Bedouins are the people who live in the deserts.
Right, the deserts of the Middle East and North Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. However, they don't live in towns or cities.
Towns or cities? What's the difference between a town and a city?
Right, so a town is basically smaller than a city. But
Okay.
Bigger than a village.
So right in
Kind of like
between.
in the middle.
So village, town, city.
Right.
And then county, for example, in Taiwan, Yilan, there's Yilan County, there's Yilan City. Smaller than that, there's Tochun Town.
Township, right? Okay.
Yeah, and then there's also Jiaoxi Village.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of times in English, we'll kind of use the word small with town. You say, I'm from a small town.
Yeah.
Because we kind of feel like it's smaller than a city.
Yes.
So we'll just say a small town.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So they actually live in the desert. So not in towns or cities, they actually live in the desert.
So actually is an adverb. It means in fact or really or something that's like true. You would say they really live in the desert.
Right?
Yeah, exactly that. Okay, an example sentence is, I didn't actually see her, I just heard her voice.
Oh, okay. So someone say, oh.
How do you know she
How
was
do you
there?
know she was here?
Yeah.
Well, did you see her? No, I didn't actually see her. I just heard her voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's one way.
All right. I think it's time to take a break.
Okay, let's take a break then.
Also, their homes are never in the same place. That is because Bedouins raise camels, sheep, and goats. They move around to find food and water for their animals. Bedouins take good care of their animals. They get meat and milk from them. They also use their hair to make clothes and tents.
Welcome back, everyone. So we were talking about the Bedouins. They live in the desert, usually in North Africa and the Middle East, right?
Right. So let's learn a little bit more about them.
Yeah.
Also, their homes are never in the same place.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Wow, yeah.
So they move around.
Yeah. Or they move their home. Like, I can't imagine moving my apartment building in Taipei.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have an apartment building.
Move it to like Elan or something. No.
That would be convenient. Want a change of scenery.
So that is because Bedouins raise camels, sheep, and goats.
Ooh, camels.
Camels.
They're the animals that have this hump on their back.
Like that bump. We call it a hump.
Yeah.
That's what a camel is. And you think about a desert animal, one of the first ones you'll think of is a camel.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the horse of the desert.
Yeah, so they help,
Right?
they carry people, they carry things, and they have that hump. Have you heard of why they have a hump?
I know. That's where they keep water, right?
Yes, that's where they store water.
Yeah, because it's so dry in the desert.
Yes.
They need somewhere to keep extra water.
Another thing about camels is they have really long lashes, so it helps protect their eyes from the sand.
Oh, that makes sense. Just like you. So are you afraid of the sand? That's why you have long eyelashes?
No, they're just pretty.
They're just Okay, what's the word raise mean?
So raise is a verb. It means to lift something, higher. So like raising your hand, right?
Yeah, but it can, that's one definition, and it can mean to like feed like an animal or a human.
Oh, you can also raise,
right,
for example, raising
sheep,
sheep.
so that means you feed them, you give them water, and they will kind of grow up.
Yeah, so you can raise your children, you can raise your pets.
So, for example, when I was young, I raised rabbits.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's actually true. I had three rabbits.
How small were they? What color were they?
There were different colors, and they were not really too big. They're kind of medium-sized rabbits.
Okay, that's so cute. I actually had 2 rabbits or bunnies when I was a kid as well.
Really?
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah,
we
they're
both
so
raised.
cute.
We both raised rabbits.
Yes, and the next word, sheep, is a noun. So they raised camels, sheep, and goats, right? So sheep is a farm animal with thick wool.
Right.
So they eat grass, right?
Yeah.
So they usually keep them for either the wool or the meat.
Yeah, so really when you think about a sheep, the first thing you think about is its wool.
Yeah, it's so
right?
fluffy.
Yeah.
So an example sentence would be, the farmer has several large flocks. So a flock is a group of long-haired sheep.
Oh, so when we're talking about a group of sheep, we use the word flock.
Yeah, kind of like with birds, right?
Birds are also
they're
flocks,
also flocks,
right? Oh, interesting. Okay, the next animal is
goat.
Goat. So a goat, well, they kind of like a sheep, right? And they eat grass and stuff, but
they don't have wool.
Yeah, they don't have wool, and they have backward pointing horns. So their horns point back into the back of them. So they do have that. And I think they are a little bit more mean than sheep. I don't know. I think about sheep, I think they're so sweet.
Yeah, and
then when I think of a goat, I think it's kind of naughty. I don't know why.
I mean, usually maybe the horns, they have it like they try to protect themselves.
Yeah, they will like hit things with their head.
Yeah, that's what you see in videos, right? Okay, continuing. They move around to find food and water for their animals. Okay, so they cannot stay in just one place because they need to find food and
That's
water.
what they mean they move their home. They don't really take their home. They just move around.
Yeah, so they don't have one home in one place.
Okay, so Bedouins take good care of their animals. They get meat and milk from them. They also use their hair to make clothes and tents.
Oh, okay, so it works that way. They move around so they can feed their animals.
Right, because that's the most important thing to them, so that they can eat, make clothes, make tents, make the shelter for themselves.
Okay, so a tent. Tent is a noun. It's a shelter, like kind of something over your head that's made out of canvas or something similar so that you can be inside it. For example, when you go camping, you will always use a tent, right?
Right. Yeah, and I love going camping.
Really?
Especially in the desert. You can see all the stars.
Oh, yeah, it must be so beautiful.
Yeah.
So an example sentence would be, how does it feel to be back in civilization after all those weeks in a tent? So civilization is where people are living in, you know, normal, they have a house, they have access to water, a toilet.
Right. They don't live in the middle of the desert.
Exactly. So,
okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today, and we hope you learned something about the Bedouins.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bedouins are a special group of people. They live in the Middle East and North Africa. However, they don't live in towns or cities. They actually live in the desert. Also, their homes are never in the same place. That is because Bedouins raise camels, sheep, and goats. They move around to find food and water for their animals. Bedouins take good care of their animals. They get meat and milk from them. They also use their hair to make clothes and tents.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这课的重点单字。第一个 town 名词，城镇、市镇。Doris was born in a small town in China. Doris 出生于中国一个小城镇。下一个单字 raise 动词，饲养、养育。My grandpa raises pigs on a farm in Taitung. 我的爷爷在台东一间农场养猪。下一个单字 sheep 名词，绵羊。它的单数跟复数是长得一样的哦。There are many sheep in the field. 田野里有好多绵羊。下一个单字 goat 名词，山羊。This tiger is chasing some goats. 这只老虎在追逐几只山羊。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 that is because 加上主词、动词，那是因为。Because 是一个连接词，表示因为、由于。后面记得要接完整的子句。我们来看看这个例句。
I seldom come to the beach. That's because I can't swim.
下一个文法 move around 四处搬家、迁移。Move 在这里指的是移居、迁徙的意思。Around 是副词，四处、到处。我们来看看这个句子。Gina likes to travel and she often moves around. Gina 喜欢旅行，而且经常四处搬家。最后一个文法 A finds something for B. A 寻找某物给 B。我们来看看这个例句。The mother cat found some food for her kittens. 母猫为它的小猫找到了一些食物。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Torik Village is an Amis town. It's on Taidong's northern coast. The village is a great place to learn about local Amis culture. The villagers offer one-day tours. They show visitors around the village, the ocean, and the terraced fields. Shell flower weaving is a popular skill in the village. The fabric of the shell flower stems can be woven into baskets, buckets, sleeping mats, and even roofs on houses. Visitors can learn about local fishing and ride in a traditional rubber raft. Don't forget to enjoy the local food before leaving.
你就继续用到那一块没有？哦，它的，因为它会直接粘在锅子里。还有去修这。
哎呀，好，无。
When traveling along the East Coast, be sure to learn about local culture at Torik Village.
See you next time!